Hey! So today I'll be showing you how to do 3 different types of lightings. By the way, comment down below for any recommendations of any types of videos that I can make. I'm very open to ideas. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, what you're going to want to do is make a new layer, set it to clipping, set it to multiply, and then use like a purplish, a non-saturated purplish, and just completely cover your character. Then get a little bit of a purple and airbrush normal, make it very big, and then just, then go down, get a darker purple and just go down. This is only so that we can have like a variety in our lights, so really show with light sources. Anyways, now with a light peach color, I am just drawing a line down the character. And then I am using Dip Pen Soft, and I am just erasing to show where our light is. Okay, and here's the thing. We want to use the brush in a curving way, okay? We're gonna curve around our objects instead of just drawing a straight line all across, okay? Because the lighting is gonna work by curving and interacting with the object, okay? And I'm also adding just less shadow to certain parts on the head that stick out a little bit, like the chin or the top of the hair, just so that there's a little bit more depth and it looks more realistic. Anyways, set it to alpha lock and then get a lighter, more saturated, warm color and just airbrush it on. Next, make a new layer, clip it as well, and set it to overlay. And then get a light orange and just brush it all over that crack so that it can be glowing. Wonderful, isn't it? Anyways, so now I'm just gonna go back to my original layer and I'm just going to blur the eyes a little bit. This is a stylistic choice. You do not have to do it, but then also I will blur the back hair just so that it can give a little bit more depth, Anyways, so now that we're done with that one, we will be moving on to the other. This is quick, I know. Same process, new layer, clip, multiply. This time though, we're going to use more saturated colors, okay? So covering the entire character, we are going to, just ignore me messing with this brush, I'm a little bit stupid. So yeah, I was covering it with a dark purple, and then on the bottom part of the character, I am just messing around with colors and getting a light pink. And then I'm just showing you where lighting is, okay? So the lighting is gonna come from down below and from the top, okay? Down below on the right and up from the top on the left. Forgive me, I have to use my hands to tell what direction is which. Anyways, back to our multiply layer, okay? I am now just creating a shadow below the face because, again, that's where our light is, as I just explained, if you were listening. Anyways. So, and also a little bit on the arm, and then also on the hair, just like the bottom parts. Again, I'm thinking of everything as a 3D form, okay? So, yeah. Look, it already looks like there's a light shining down below, making him look very creepy. But at least he looks super awesome. Anyways, I am just... Jesus. Oh, looks like I have a grab. Give me a minute. Okie dokie, Mr. Sir Man was just asking for directions. Anyways, new layer, set it to screen, and get a blue color. Okay, a nice saturated blue. And then I am going to put it at the top. Oh, driver called me again. Maybe I wasn't supposed to cut the call. Well, back again, and apparently, the driver was actually saying that he was here. Not my fault, I don't know how to speak Tagalog. I'll blame that on my parents. Anyways, the driver just called me twice and then I hung up because I thought he was just asking for directions. Apparently he's telling me he was here. Anyways, so I'm actually gonna eat. Okie dokie. Anyways, so what you're gonna want to do is just take the blue and just color whatever spots at the top that feel right. Oh, I don't know what feels right. I'm too stupid. Don't worry. You could literally just copy what I'm doing. Okay? Just put it at the edge of the top left corner. My bad, I'm dyslexic. Alright, and at the top of the nose, and then also on the cheeks, just because that they would be there. Also, it looks cute and it looks pretty. Also on the side of the arm. Anyways, I'm just trying out different lightings. I landed on color dodge, And now I'm just alpha locking it and using an airbrush to change up the color. And then I'm going on the multiply layer, and I am just making the top part a little bit lighter and the bottom part a little bit more pink. Alright? Then on a new layer, I am going to set to, you can set it to overlay or you can set it to add, whichever one you want, depending on how intense you want the lighting to be. And I'm just going over all the pinks with the pink and over the blues with the blue, just so that everything can pop more, you know, and look more pretty. I understand that I'm going very quick here, so I made a new layer, I set it to add, and then I'm going over all of the blues again, you know, just to give an extra pop. Alright? Anyways, down, and I'm just erasing certain parts that I felt like don't look very right. But you know what, that's part of art. You know, you go back and forth. Even someone like as confident as me tends to be stupid, and then I had to go back. But anyways, that's all done. So, moving on to the very last one. Alright, creating a new layer, you know, multiply, set it to clipping, same thing. But this time we're using a very light bluish purple. Alright. And just, you know, using the airbrush again and just using a darker blue on one side of the character and then a lighter color at the other side, a warmer color. Okay? Anyways, now I am getting a very light yellow, like an off-white, like an egg white. That's the name of it. And I am just erasing the spots on the face where the light would be shining through. Like the nose, the cheek, because those parts, you know, they push out more, so the light would hit them first. And then I'm putting it on the back hair and on just the hair that's on the right side. I just held my hands out just to see. And then on the body too, and I'm just putting a little bit of lighting on the opposite side of him too. It's just a rim light because he's outside. So yeah, and then I do a bunch of like little random lines of lighting too, just to bring that light everywhere, you know, because he's gonna bask in it. See those little dots on his face? Those are totally intentional. I'm not stupid. I'm a genius. That is why you are here. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyways, so now I am just going to current layer, okay, with the magic wand tool, so that it only selects and it only detects the multiply layer, okay? So I am just selecting all of the dark color so that I could just go around it without affecting the lightest color. And I'm just using a nice little bright orange, you know, like a peach color. Just so that I could do that surface scattering, you know, where you see that nice little glow. It makes everything look so much more natural, and it really helps you feel the warmth of the light. Anyways, also adding a little bit at the bottom of his chin. And then adding more blues in the shadows just so that we could have a stronger reflection light and everything just looks much more pretty. Anyways, new layer, setting it to overlay, and I am getting a nice orange peachy one just like the other ones, like the other lightings I did, and just going over just over the skin, you know, wherever the light should be, just so that there's this nice glowing glow. Yep, that's right. Getting white as well, and then just going over the parts that I want to be lighter, which for me is the cheeks and parts of the hair, you know, and then also the back hair. I'm just doing it specifically around his face so that your attention gets drawn to his face, you know. Anyways, and then I'm getting a blue just to like lighten up the blue around him, just to show that there's like a very strong blue bounce light, because the idea is that he is outside. Okay, I make a new layer, I set it to screen, I question why it's not working, I set it to add, and then I begin adding it to the back of his hair. Okay, see, just on the back hair, I'm careful to avoid the neck and everything, just so that there's like this really warm light on the back of him, you know, very dramatic. Yes. Alright. Well, okay, looks like he just lost his hair, but that's okay. You know who else lost his hair? My dad. He's bald. So, my bad. Okay. Anyways, I'm just putting all the lighting on the right side of the character, just because I want a really intense glow, like a heavenly look almost. Anyways, just very, very big strokes. And here's the thing. I know everything looks so exact and so in place, but if you zoom up, this is actually quite messy, okay? So just don't think too much of it. Anyways, I am getting just a blue with an airbrush and just putting it on certain parts. Just so that there's like this, as I said, you know, the glow. Anyways, now I'm getting an eraser and I'm just erasing certain parts that I felt like were maybe a little bit too intense because I don't want to completely lose them. And then I want to use Gaussian blur just to soften up the lighting. Anyways, see that difference? Okay, a new layer. And I'm going to be getting red. It will all make sense, okay? Just getting red. You can use dip pen hard, dip pen soft. I'm using dip pen hard. I'm creating these streaks of red. It will make sense. It is not raining blood. Calm down, okay? And just vary them in size, and then I alpha lock it and I put a yellow. We're making rays of rainbows, okay? And oh, but there's a brush for this. Well, I was too stupid and I couldn't find it. So then I'm getting a green. You know, I'm not being too precise with this. I'm just trying to get the color in each little stroke. And then I'm getting a blue, you know, making sure to use very bright colors, and then a purple or a magenta for, you know, the smart asses out there. Anyways, and then I take off alpha lock and then I blur it and then I set it to add. And then I just move it around to wherever I want. Look at how pretty that is. God damn. Okay, sorry. Anyways, I alpha lock it again and then I blur it just so that it can be more merged together. Anyways, that's the last bit of it, and I really, really hope that this was useful to you. I hope that it helped you, or, you know, it encourages you to draw or something. And by the way, if you have any ideas for any videos that I can make, you could just comment them down below. Thank you so much for watching, and see ya.